Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to another day to talk about Nigerian politics and things really happen for inside Nigeria. Please bear with me for the very, very late outing today. That's because I'm still a journey worker. I'm still on the road, but somehow I get 2 days busy. After 2 days, I move on again. So this few period will be a bit challenging and chaotic. And in case you don't get messages from us, that's because I know they my base. I don't have my staff sending messages. I have to send by myself. So it can be challenging doing all of this. And also I'm on a working visits or a working travel. So it may be challenging. However, good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Another beautiful day to talk about things where they happen for inside Nigeria. My name is Precious Amy, and it always sweets my belly for us to talk about matter with the share for Nigeria. So yesterday, before the network interrupted us, we're going to just about the alleged coup plot and the reason why a particular minister during Buhari's administration and an ex-governor was fingered and why his home was raided. We're going to talk about all of those today. And then I'll also tell on her yesterday, say, oh, by the way, House of Rep raise alarm, say, Makona Komo, terrorism, say they won't bomb National Assembly. Well, I will bring you evidence to that conversation. Some of the evidences I'm not going to forget again because I'm not available because so my staff don't know if you do some of the things. I'm doing all of this by myself. And you know that this is burnout of passion for the job. So welcome to the show. Another day to talk about things with the share for inside Nigeria. Make I give you the headlines of the things and we'll go talk about today. Then I go ahead and give you evidence or present you evidence to yesterday's conversation, and then we'll go on to other conversations. So since we know talk about this issue concerning Timmy Sylva, we will talk about them today. So there's an exclusive conversation about the coup plots, how Nigerian army raids Abuja residence of Buhari's former petroleum minister Timmy Sylva, arrests brother. And then, indeed, the ex-minister Timmy Sylva has confirmed military raid on his Abuja home today. He confirmed it today, but he denies any link to alleged coup plots. He says he's in the UK on medical vacation. But that to been carry and say something happened to Argentina, happened to one African country, owning properties here and there. Well, we'll go talk about that matter and we'll look at the possibility of that happening. But moving on, Nnamdi Kanu lawyer in US cancelled on one federal government where we drag them out for ESA. Rule of law is at risk if Kanu's trial continues. That one that based on waiting court we don't talk before. Well, we could know whether person will be lawyer for US go come tell us on Nigeria how won't take conduct our laws them here. Now you go tell us drama as Jamb walks out of rep committee during probe. Say you cannot disrespect us. Now so Jamb the vex. Not be smart, and the reps committee can say order his arrest. Who is he? No matter who he thinks he is, order his arrest. You know that I like to bring gist and dramas. So I could bring on the drama for inside that conversation. And we could just use step aside for the road. Now, family government, Nigerians don't slam Wiki and Sons Limited. Sorry. FCT Minister Nyesom Wiki for taking his 2 sons as delegates to Dubai Summit on public expense. He go to Dubai Summit, he carrying 2 sons, and now Nigerian public expense, public money, now you carry in 2 sons. But people say, how did you know? Are you in his pocket? Are you saying that Wiki cannot afford to take his kids with his own fund? Okay, we'll go talk about him. And some people go say, oh, sorry, somebody sets the precedent. Somebody nice that them. So in the follow, continue for where person stop. DSS trails arrest man who called for military coup on social media, but cannot detect location of terrorists slaughtering Nigerians. So a particular man talks, say, oh God, I come. Say, I beg, make military kukuma take over Nigeria. 9 DSS come arrest them. But people can say, wait, how is it that it's fast? This DSS is fast to arresting this man. Now people they talk, not be me they talk. How DSS go they fast to arresting the man waiting for in house tweet, but they no fit dictate what bandits then they. Terrorism day for inside bush to kill them. That's a question when Nigerians they ask. And my work as a journalist now to echo that question where people they ask. Confusion over reports of Governor Odudo bounced at National Assembly during a service chief's confirmation. By the way, they don't confirm them. Yesterday, I told you that. Fresh list of 34 persons granted clemency by President Tinubu released. And of course, Mariam Sanda case on the adjusted the first presidential pardon, while Mariam Sanda, 85 convicts, got lesser sentences. AGF, that is Attorney General, don't respond to that conversation. And then we'll move on. Photos, tears, hunger in Warren Shuki as displaced women sell belongings after demolition. People will not get house again. They could come and sell their properties because nowhere where they won't pack those properties go. If you see their faces, a very sad incident. Benue, death toll in armed men attack on police checkpoints don't rise to 2. You know, so they say police checkpoint, armed men been, attack the checkpoint. Now, people who don't die don't reach 2, not be one alone. Now, again, new service chiefs have answered our questions. Akpabio and I talked that one, saying, wait till now they worried them for, they don't answer our questions. Bola Tinubu did not win 2023 presidential election. INEC and Mahmoud Yakubu criminally sold it to him. Who said this? And to whom? Like my lecturer would ask those days in school. Okay. Bola Tinubu did not win the 2023 election. Bola Tinubu did not win the 2023 presidential election, I beg your pardon. INEC and Mahmoud Yakubu criminally sold it to him. Dele Farotimi, nine talker. Now be me, go meet and there, we'll see what you talk. Any attempts to induce voters before or during Anambra election will be met with full force of the law. INEC I don't want to ludo all this my promise. Abia 2027, it will be tough for Alex Oti to win if mascot Carlo contests. Premier Tayodele predicts. Mascot Carlo, Ojozo Carlo younger brother. Is that because Ojozo Carlo did wonderfully well? What did he really do in Abia State? Well, I don't know. Tinubu government insists no religious genocide in Nigeria, says US officials working on faulty data. We will revisit that conversation. Edo kidnapping, gunmen released 2 victims after payment of 20 million naira ransom. Others rot in captivity. 20 million naira ransom, this don't become a full enterprise on its own. Bandits invade Kogi farmland, brutalize farmers, snatch motorcycles, and fresh assaults. That one saved day. And then Borno government don't spend 2.6 billion naira, not be million, billion. 2.6 billion naira for the welfare, that is the well-to-do. The well means of repentant Boko Haram members. Only in 9 months, by the way, before it thinks in a yearly budget. 9 months, now they spend 2.6 billion naira. It shock you? Well, this is Nigeria. Okay, let's move on to other issues. EFCC arraigns 3 persons vessel in Lagos over alleged theft of 13 million fuel liters. The way they call these things, like I said, that's straw. Now they use suck the fuel liter come out. A boy government spends 8.1 billion naira as donations to state house guests in 9 months. You know, we are reviewing things that happened in 9 months. Okay, the other one they spent 2.6 billion naira. Do you understand? To help repentant people to get back into the society. You know, we have to incorporate them, de-radicalize them, disarm them, disarmament them. 2.36 billion only now we spent. But this one now, if you come to government house, you need to be taken care of because you cannot come to government house without giving you take. Thanks for coming. You know that kind of thing. Now onto that matter now, Ebonyi State government don't spend 8.1 billion naira as donations. Now be me write the story. They open. In fact, the information they open before I go send me write them. All right, let's move on to other issues very quickly. Now. Bandits reportedly killed several worshippers during morning prayer in Katsina community. That one 7-day grand. And then Nigeria risk becoming another Libya, Iraq over foreign propaganda. NOA wants. Okay, all this matter and more. Now I don't carry land on our table this evening. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to the show. So before I start to go straight to the conversation with the grant, on to the matter we'll talk yesterday. Say House of Rep, they say make una come, bandits demo, they don't want let us rest to terrorism, won't bomb us. So make you go hear evidence where say the House of Rep member himself. Go talk about.
We have received threats from terrorists to bomb National Assembly complex and threats from protesters to lock up the National Assembly. Legislators are exposed to threats from constituents and other Nigerians who gained easy access into their offices without any formal invitation or appointment. It is obvious that with the ongoing security challenges, if proper measures are not taken, legislative activities will be truncated in the National Assembly. And if activities are thwarted, there will be no representation, no oversight, no annual budget, there will be no plenary at all. And all this will destabilize legislative procedure, democracy, and the stability of the system and the nation at large. Effective security management needs a total approach that requires various elements to be integrated together in order to secure our environment for legislative procedure to function effectively and maximally. That is why this bill is very important, because it seeks to address all the challenges as aforesaid and adopted world-based practices of parliamentary security procedures and architecture. In conclusion, the need for effective security measures in the National Assembly cannot be overemphasized. This is because Parliament needs to be accessible to the public in order to uphold democratic values, making it difficult to implement stringent security measures without affecting others' interests. However, this bill is committed to ensuring best security architecture in the National Assembly to protect legislators, staff, visitors, and property. I therefore admonish our state assemblies to critically look at their security architecture in order to have a robust security of the state assemblies. With these few points of mine, I wish us peaceful and fruitful hearing deliberations that will ultimately bring turnaround in the National Assembly security architecture and the stability of the system and the nation at large. Effective security management needs a total approach that requires various elements to be integrated together in order to secure our environment for legislative procedure to function effectively and maximally. That is why this bill is very important, because it seeks to address all the challenges as aforesaid and adopted world-based practices of parliamentary security procedures and architecture. In conclusion, the need for effective security measures in the National Assembly cannot be overemphasized. This is because Parliament needs to be accessible to the public in order to uphold democratic values, making it difficult to implement stringent security measures without affecting others' interests. However, this bill is committed to ensuring best security architecture in the National Assembly to protect legislators, staff, visitors, and property. I therefore admonish our state assemblies to critically look at their security architecture in order to have a robust security of the state assemblies.
All right, so I just wanted to play that evidence so that we'll see when Ibi said the rep member they raised that alarm and how did they call for urgent steps to ensuring, say, they secure the National Assembly and not just perhaps the National Assembly, also the state assemblies, then because they're at risk. But like a lot of people don't talk, and we self don't talk yesterday. Then waiting happened to the people. Then we be say under the rule, we they die every day for the hand of these same bandits. I be their lives no matter enough. Waiting happen. That's a question we BC people they ask. But let's get started with the conversation of the day. So, beginning with this conversation of ex-minister. Now, we hear that some Nigerian, in fact, the Sahara reporters carry this exclusive, and then today, as they carried the exclusive, today, Timmy Sylva, responded through his aide. So let's get straight to the conversation. Some Nigerian army personnel have raided the Abuja, or raided yesterday, the Abuja residence of former governor and former minister of state for petroleum, Timmy Sylva, in connection with an alleged coup plot currently under investigation by the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA. This, according to Sahara reporters. Now, if you remember, since Ibisi this coup rumor, this rumor for coup don't come out, the federal government has consistently denied that there's nothing like that. In fact, especially towards the arrest of those people where they arrest, they say, no, not be because of coup, now make they arrest them. Then what are we now hearing? That's what many will say. Now, multiple security sources confirmed to Sahara reporters yesterday, Tuesday, yesterday was Tuesday, right? Today is Wednesday. That the army raid occurred at Sylva's home, that's Timmy Sylva's home in the Maitama area of Abuja. Now, according to insiders, a special military team carried out the operation after intelligence linked to former South governor to secret meetings allegedly held with some of the detained military officers. Now, if you remember, they say about 16 or 15 military officers, including generals, they will be seen them detained because of the coup plot. Even though say Nigerian army deny, say no, not be because of coup plot, but because of one insubordination or one thing or the other, and I make them detain them. Now, they talk say they don't link to Timmy Sylva with getting secret meeting with these people, then within arrest because of say they said in a planned coup. Now, Nigerian Army Special Team ransacked the home of Timmy Sylva, who is believed to have fled Nigeria. One top source familiar with the developments told newsmen. Now, he said He said he is the South former governor frequently mentioned in the case. See, Naim be the South former governor when they mentioned frequently for the case. His brother named Paga was picked up during the raid. The operation also extended to his Bielsa residence. Now, another security insider said that while no official statement had been issued regarding the raid, the action was not random, but a direct response to intelligence linking certain political figures to the alleged plotters. That is, those people will be say plot, where they plan to plot the coup. This, no matter where they link them. So not be saying I just random raid. Because you'll be wondering, I mean, to me, Silva is also APC. So waiting happen will be say in good day in suit by follow APC government. That's what many would say. Now, this development comes amid growing tension within the armed forces following Sahara Reporters exclusive that at least 16 senior military officers had been detained incommunicado by the DIA over an alleged coup plot. Till now, they never let them communicate. The detained officers, drawn from the Army, Navy, and Air Force, have been held for over 3 weeks in an undisclosed Abuja facility under what sources described as unusual and suspicious condition. Now, family members told Newsman they initially believed their relatives had been kidnapped as there was no official communication from the military regarding their arrests. It's been 18 days since those 16 officers were detained in an undisclosed location. At first, we thought our brother was kidnapped before finding out that what transpired from his friend who works in the NSA's office, a family member said. Um, Security analysts have also questioned why the DIA, an intelligence agency under the Ministry of Defense, is spearheading the investigation instead of allowing each military service to handle its personal internal defense or each of those personnel internally, a move seen as highly political. Now, if the military were truly conducting a disciplinary operation, over 10,000 cases could emerge. Why only 16 officers? Why? Because if they say if the military they do say they won't do their due diligence, then you go know say now about 10,000 officers now if they involved for this matter. Then why carry only these 16 people? What is the plan? Perhaps to incite fear to others so that others go know say if I move again, we could deal with it. And why hand them to the DIA? Many would say. One retired officer asked, this smells of politics. There's clearly more going on behind the scenes. Now, speculations are now rife that the alleged plot and subsequent arrest may have deeper undertones or political undertones, potentially involving some former office holders with ties to late ex-President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Now, Sylva, a former Bayelsa State governor, has a close relationship with Buhari. Could that be the reason? Now, many sources also said that Silva fled to an African country. From one African country, he fled to another country, South American or one other country like that, where he get properties and then gets this and get that, big properties. I cannot confirm those, and that's why perhaps I'm excluding that aspect of this conversation. But whatever this is, Timothy Silva said he's out of the country for medical care. Say, do anything we consign coup. Let's take his response. So today, he don't respond. Timothy deny any link to an alleged coup plot, describing reports suggesting his involvement as politically motivated. Now, in a statement issued on Wednesday by his special assistant on media and public affairs, Julius Bokuru, Silva dismissed claims that he fled the country to evade questioning, clarifying that he had been abroad for a routine medical checkup and a professional engagement. I could read the statement as he said. It reads, for the avoidance of doubt, it is true that the residence of Timothy Silva was recently subjected to a raid by individuals believed to be operatives of the defense headquarters, Bukuru stated. However, both Timothy Silva and his wife, Alayingi Silva, were outside the country at the time of this incident. Bukuru disclosed that the former minister's Abuja home suffered significant damage during the raid, adding that no clear reason or authorization had been provided by the security personnel involved in this, perhaps where it's happening. Now, I really cannot say much about this conversation, even though I have much to say, but because it's a matter of national security, make I shut up my mouth. You know that anything you say can be held against you in the court of law. In fact, for your house where you did, they'll come and pick you up. So let me just shut up my mouth. But there's quite a lot to talk about this conversation. I'd rather open the phone lines, let people just, jump in and put in their thoughts on what they think about this conversation. But I do think a lot of people do believe, rather, that there is more to this that makes the little wonder. I remember when Ibi said this plan being knock that time when they were making the announcement, people started saying, especially the ADC then, cried out and said that, well, let this not this your coup plot or this alleged coup plot not be an excuse for you to start clamping down on opposition. In fact, wow. So a lot of people close to the presidency would also tell you that indeed there was a coup scare, right? However, it may not be at the magnitude that the news we news they use carry on, use happen. So perhaps there's a bit of political undertone to that coup scare too. Now some people they talk. And then some people don't also talk, say, oh, the administration may be really, really, in fact, this time around, they don't want to hear anything. Anybody will talk anyhow, behave anyhow, go collect, because they want to be sure that they hold their game tight ahead of 2027 election. That's what some people would say. Now, whatever it is people are saying, and whatever it is that indeed is a real issue will be see happen, all we do know is that we want Nigeria to better share. And then we hope and pray that we have politics that, I mean, if politicians go play politics, we be say now with good intent to bring better thing to the people rather than all of this drama and abracadabra what they see. But I'll just speak less on this conversation. Then let's go on to other issues very quickly. Did I tell you that a little bit of drama happened today? Via the Jamb, through Jamb. Okay, so now, tension rose at the National Assembly on Wednesday after representatives of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board Jamb abruptly worked out on members of the House of Representatives Committee on Basic Education and Examination Bodies. Now, the committee, chaired by Obuku of Ofoji, PDP Bayelsa, had Ofoji, PDP Bayelsa, had summoned the Jamb registrar Ishak Oloyede to appear for an oversight session on the agency's 2023-2024 budget performance, remittances to the Federation account, and financial records generally. Instead of appearing in person, Mr. Oloyede delegated one of his directors, Mufutao Bello, to represent him, an action that already raised eyebrows and committee, among the committee members. Trouble began when Mr. Bello was asked to introduce himself formally before the lawmakers. Rather than doing so, he calmly hesitated, insisting that the environment was not conducive for him to proceed with his presentation, citing the presence of journalists, pressmen in the room. Say, if I made an excuse journalists, and made them come out small. Say, waiting they won't talk this sensitive. Now, the question be say, I don't understand waiting this sensitive about Jamb. Jamb. Now, external examination. Jamb. What is sensitive about Jamb? And I know they do anything we get to do with security issues. And I know they do anything. So, what's in this sensitive about Jamb? What do you want to talk about Jamb with this sensitive? That a question when people they talk, ask. Why say, oh, what you want to say is sensitive, so the media should leave? Why the media go leave? Are you afraid of being, fingered or being probed or being questioned? Why? That my question will be say, people they ask. Mr. Bello demanded that the journalist vacate the hearing room, claiming the documents he intended to present contained confidential financial details. Our money. Not be confidential. All right now. Lawmakers rejected his request, insisting that legislative proceedings are public and that the committee reserves the constitutional right to decide how its sessions are conducted. Not be you go tell us what we could do. Now, Mr. Bello fled up as tensions mounted, accusing the committee of attempting to embarrass Jamb before the media. So you want to embarrass us before the media. The exchange quickly escalated in a surprise move. The Jamb official visibly agitated, ordered his team to pack up and walk out of the meeting, leaving committee members stunned. In a fit of anger, the committee chairman directed the sergeant of arms to arrest the Jamb official and compel him to return to the proceedings. However, it was later discovered that the delegation had already left the National Assembly complex before they go even do arrest. But see, we just come out, no. Nigeria. If not somebody else now, they go catch and sharp. Well, the incident momentarily threw the hearing into confusion before calm was restored. Now, speaking on the matter afterwards, Mr. Ofoji described the workout as unfortunate, disrespectful, and totally unacceptable. He lamented that the Jamb registrar had consistently failed to appear personally before the committee, despite multiple invitations. He said, we wrote 3 letters to the registrar requesting these documents. He said, instead of honoring our invitation, he sent a former director who accused us of trying to embarrass Jamb. That is very unfortunate. Then he insisted that the committee role was not to witch hunt the agency, but to ensure transparency and accountability in the management of public funds. Our duty is to ensure every agency under our jurisdiction is accountable. And when people they talk, say, well, Jamb, but I won't do that. Sorry. Nigerian House of Rep, National Assembly, I won't do that, but because now they want kickbacks. That now people they tell them, oh, you guys always want kickbacks, so your own there, buddy. But beyond that, waiting did so difficult to be accountable for inside Nigeria. That another question where a lot of people they ask. How can people demand that you're accountable and you're doing remember Oga Ishak Oloyede? Remember Amo? Now Professor Ishak, now Professor, and a person will be seen a very religious somebody. So if not for anything, for the sake of the religion you revere, why don't you just give people that's that open up, tell people the truth? If it be say, I beg, I don't want to talk plenty for inside this show. I say I'm not going to talk plenty so that I can keep my head at one piece, because it's really unfair. You see, everybody for every side of the divide, every politician for every part of the country and every religion, they don't do us one thing or the other for inside this country. Because I see no reason why it should be a big deal if Jamb then call you, say, come answer questions. Come, all the money we people use register for Jamb, where they use pay for. Come tell us how the money, how much come in, waiting be the amount one spend, how on take spend, and what is difficult in doing that. First of all, why it be say most director generals and all those heads of agencies and parastatals or ministers, they feel too big to respond to National Assembly. Some people go say National Assembly na kukuma na cost them because on a quest for kickback, if not true, as people talk to us, a bit collect kickback. On a quest for kickbacks, now you don't make where people need the respect on, or these people need the respect on. And that's what some people are saying. Because how is it possible that your people where they represent the people that we be say on handle their resources, go call on a make on a call, explain how to use handle the resources, and you go vex work out on them? As the Holy Spirit you are in this end. Well, let me go. And just before I continue, this video is courtesy of TV Platinum. Thank you.
Please let us go. Jamb. Order for your arrest. Whatever you think you are. Even if you own this country, please tell the. Even if you think you own this country, you'll be arrested. Useless man. Please tell the sergeant. Clark.
Next time we are going to you can't be certain
you must know your job. Tell the sergeant that this man should be arrested.
They can't. No,
come and get the sergeant that can be arrested. The great people here. Look, this is an ABM retired. Some of us have sat.
I am Mufta Bello. May I create the indulgence of this committee that what we have brought to this committee are sensitive informations and that we don't require the presence of pressmen. Kindly give us the benefit of that they should excuse us, please.
Introduction we can.
Mr. Chairman, observation. Jamb.
Okay, observation.
Yes.
Sustain.
Jamb, you don't have that right. If you have such, you just whisper to the chairman, or you whisper to the clerk to tell the chairman. You don't dictate for us when you are here. It's like you are dictating for us. Please, next time, in case of next time, if you have such, whisper to the clerk. The clerk will reach out to the chairman.
He declined me seeing him. So I couldn't have done otherwise. He told me, chairman,
please ask this man to introduce himself. Let us follow your procedure, please.
Jamb, I think at the introduction stage. So
Please let us go.
Jamb, order for your arrest. Whatever you think you are. Even if you own this country, please tell the. Even if you think you own this country, you'll be arrested. Useless man.
you got it,
Please tell the sergeant
Clark. Next time we are going to arrested. You can't be certain
You must know your job. Tell the sergeant that this man should be arrested.
You can't. No,
All right, so I don't see that drama we basically play out with the House of Rep committee for Jamb matter them and all that. To see the speed way BC Oga use work out on them. First of all, you say made them commot journalists them for inside the place because we see they carrying a sensitive material. And then because of saying a sensitive issue you won't discuss, so you need journalists them to come out. Well, matter plenty. You see this our country. We plenty of things when they do us it's too plenty well. But let me just get straight because I have other issues to discuss before I start taking your calls and reactions. So the day is already fast spent, so that time no go too much. All right. Yeah. Now, Nigerians have taken on social media to express outrage after reports emerged that the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, attended the 2025 Asia Pacific Cities Summit and Mayors Forum in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, accompanied by two of his sons, allegedly funded with public funds. Allegedly, and I saw the report. Now, the summit, which brings together city leaders and senior officials from across the world, was reportedly attended by Wiki and his two sons. However, photographs and videos footages showed his children wearing official delegates lanyards, lanyards, yeah, and sparked widespread criticism because of that. Now, with many accusing the minister of turning official government business into family affair. So he attended, not just attend, he attended with his children. And of course, then they say they be official representatives from Nigeria of the events, like they were officials from Nigeria. Now take a look at some of those pictures with his sons. You can see them. You can see them wearing, yeah. So that's what Nigerians were like, what's going on here? What in the world is happening here? And the people, but Nigerians, people are not nice, People are started saying, hey, now. If the president's son can attend Federal Executive Council meeting, why will we case? So he can see them, So you can't be like saying that they follow be delegates of Nigeria for inside the event. You can see them. But is there anything wrong? I mean, the last time Wike was questioned about this particular issue, what did he say? And so what? Is he not my son? Okay, like I bought Rolls Royce, and so what? It is my money. All right. So that's it. And then people don't begin. This will not spark reaction. People don't they talk. A lot of people don't they talk. Say no. The way they do things for this country, no, they okay. Why should we have a minister and his children going on official function? I mean, government workers they no fit draw the line between family issues and them. Now, the situation escalated after Wike's media aide, Larry Olainka, of course, took to social media on Tuesday to defend the minister, using language many Nigerians describe as dismissive and insulting. Now, in a post on X, formerly Twitter, Larry wrote, when he reach your turn, carry your enemies travel. Now, the comment was widely interpreted as mocking those questioning the propriety of using public funds for family travel. Social media users quickly responded with condemnation. One user, I think I Occupy Nigeria, at I Occupy Nigeria wrote, Wike no be governor, him no be mayor, he be minister of FCT, yet he go mayor's conference in Dubai, carrying children as official delegates. Now public money then they fly you. They fly go, hotel, feeding, transport, everything funded. Why people for the country they struggle. Chop once. You say what? Chop once a day. 90 they do. Now the user continued by questioning the legitimacy of the children's involvement at the summit. Which one be Wike Pikin role for this event? He be mayor or what? Or na him they represent Abuja Municipal Council? This one no be travel again. Na state-sponsored family vacation with delegate pass. All right. Now, another user at Barlow criticized Olainka directly, says the difference is that you know fit carry your own children go. You defend what you know fit do. Hey, Stop it, stop it. Now, adding more reflective tone, real May Abdul warned citizens about normalizing such actions. He said, "You are witnessing your own resources being used to build dynasties that will rule over you. The tragedy be say on a thing say on a get choice, but on a no say on a don't get choice. But on a do." Now you the question. Now another user at Big on Onokura says, highlighted the institutional implications of the controversy. When a minister takes his children instead of ministry staff to an official engagement abroad, it denies civil servants and the exposure they need to strengthen institutional capacity. It weakens the system. Similarly, at Rawlings Wally criticized the attitude of the attitude of Nigerian politicians generally, or Nigerian political elites. He said the problem is say government officials they mock the same citizens funding their lifestyle. That is now owner they fund their lifestyle and they mock owner. They tax the people to maintain their lifestyle, then pay others peanuts to defend them online. It is wickedness. That's what many people say. Now, many citizens argue that display of perceived extravagance and impunity by public officials deepen public distrust and highlights the widening divide between the ruling class and ordinary Nigerians. But then again, people will say this is Nigeria, nothing will happen. I mean, this not be the first time. The other time it was in China, they went to Nabi. And when we say that BBC lady can't ask that question, what's in the talk? He said, which song be that? Oh, fine boy, fine boy. Do you remember that? Don't let me go and get you that video, please. I'm far away. I cannot dig out all the stuff. So you understand. That's it. And we'll continue like that. And definitely nothing would happen. And just like somebody said, this conde like say they use public fund, they build institution, they build legacy, they build dynasty. At whose expense? Your expense, Nigerians. Your expense. Because money wait for day enough to use, do one thing or the other. Now they use go on the street. And there's nothing we can do. You just be on social media and talk. If you talk to them, pin them now, they go arrest you. And nothing you feel do. If you won't lock you up, say forever. And nothing will happen. That's what people are saying, no, now be made they talk more. All right. But let's quickly move on to other issues. Now, moving on. Excuse me. Now we hear that DSS, the Department of State Services, has trailed to Oyigbo, Port Harcourt, River State, my local government area of all places, and arrested one innocent Chukuma who used his social media handle to rally the military to overthrow the current government. Posting on his X handle, the agroman Chukuma stated that a coup was needed in Nigeria and called on the military to suspend the Nigerian government. He posted, "A coup in Nigeria is needed. Dispose of APC, suspend the Nigerian government, and join the AES. That is all we need now." That's what he writes. It will happen eventually. Nigerians, the military needs your support now. Only them can save this country. Now, the bastard, now what's in the type of this? He further typed and said the bastard in Asarok has basically sold his country to the West, and they run our intelligence apparatus. Only the military can reset this country. Support them, Chukuma posted on his now suspended Twitter account or X account. Now, a source disclosed to Vanguard News that the suspect is cooperating with DSS investigators. As in they now, as in tweet, then find and reach in village where he did for Igbo local government area, they don't catch him. So that is why anytime you call into my show, I tell you people, don't anything you want to say is at your own risk. Oh, don't say it's because of platform. Oh. Me, anyone who talks, say people talk, and they bring the evidence. Everything. I go social media, I go show the evidence. What people are saying, it's not me saying it. Oh, so when I see the wahala, whatever you say, they will be quick to catch you and clamping down on you, whether you like them or not. It is very unfortunate, but that's exactly what's happening because people now don't begin talk because of this same thing will happen. Now people are not saying that. Wait, how is it that the military can be so quick? Our security agencies can be so quick in fishing this boy where he is. Just like they fished out that young man that said that Aisha Buhari is feeding fat on her money. You know, when he compare her picture when she never become first lady versus when she become first lady, she don't add so much weight. Then pick her up for what he did for Jigawa State then at that time. The same thing is happening now. While I lodge that this one show you say, I swear to God, as security agencies have been working. Make you do anyhow. You go see, say you go see anyhow. No matter where you dey. You do anyhow, you go collect anyhow, no matter where you dey. See, you cannot hide from our military. You cannot hide from our security agencies. If they want to get you, they will get you. And that's why no matter how you people insult me and say, oh, this is public medium, a lot of people say their mind, I caution you. Please, oh, not say because of still on my platform, you know, go mind it in the talk. You go take them easy, quietly and gingerly. But beyond all of that, people now don't they complain, say, if the same security agencies, they use the same energy, they also catch these bandits, so Boko Haram, armed headsmen. If they use the same energy, catch them, I better not vex. In Wike's voice, the sky will fall. That's the question. The sky will fall. Because people don't they look and like say, is it that our security agencies really no get the whether or not the I don't want to call them say the sincerity of purpose, make it not be like say they're not ready to fight. Is it that they don't have the push or the support or the zeal to really fight insecurity? Because if you can catch this young man from wherever he is, indeed, we can do away with these people in our forests. We can do away with them so that people can get back to their farms. Why are we unable to do that? That's the question many people ask. Why are we unable to do that? That's the question. Where this one now, people don't talk and now don't they react because of this. Now say, okay, so if on go fit do this one, why on go fit do that one? Okay, very quickly, let me just jump onto another conversation. A bit of drama. We hear that there's confusion over claims that Governor Usman Odudo of Kogi State was bounced from the Senate during the confirmation of the new service chiefs, Major General Wahid Shaibu, will be from the state at the National Assembly, Abuja. Governor Dudu was the National Assembly for the confirmation hearing in solidarity with Shaibu, who hails from Kogi State. Let me leave that drama. It's a family problem. Everybody will be all right. And then very quickly, I also like to let you know that a new list of those granted clemency by presidency has emerged from the presidency. Or by President Bola Tinubu has emerged. The list contained about 15 Nigerians pardoned by the Tinubu administration, another 4 persons whose death sentences were commuted to life imprisonment, and 15 others granted clemency and all of that. One of them, Miriam Sanda, the lady we kill her husband, or we court say she kill her husband, we be sentenced to death by hanging. Abi? Then later be life imprisonment. But the president consulting them to 12 years imprisonment. So that means basically after 6 years, she'll be able to come out and see her family. And I think the Attorney General also responded to why it happened that way, that they reviewed the list of 175 convicts that were initially penciled down for presidential pardon. And one good thing the president has done is that they don't also commit most of those drug issues and all that for inside the list and murders inside the list because of the public, following the public outcry concerning those lists. So this is kudos, good one. That's to say that if you complain, indeed, the government listens and they hear you. But whether they go act after the list, they hear you, that's not the question. But this one, they don't act. So that means your talk, they reach their ear, they hear, and they do when it be say you talk. All right. Moving on, days after the Lagos State government midnight demolition of waterfront settlement along Tolu-Alashe Street in Omoroshoki, hundreds of residents, mostly women and children, remained stranded in the open with no shelter or relief in sight. Now, when visited the area today, Wednesday, the once bustling community had turned into fields of rubble, broken blocks, scattered roof sheets, and damaged household items covered in the dusty streets, while families once lived and traded. Now, many residents, their faces lined with exhaustion and tears, were seen sorting through debris and selling off their remaining belongings to merge, to mega sum for mega sums to just make money. So basically, most of those people them because they say they don't get where to carry those loot, them go again. They don't get house, they don't get where to go to, so they're selling it off. Very sad. And moving on, we hear that the personnel of the Nigerian Forest and Hunter Service, identified as Abechi Oche, has died from injuries sustained during an armed attack on a security checkpoint along Otupo Ohimini Road in Benue State, making it the second person who's died from attack of bandits in Benue State. Did I tell you that the federal government says the new service chiefs say they don't answer all their questions, them so say they don't pass them, they don't give them pass mark. They give them pass mark because they have responded to all their questions, and indeed there is nothing to ask them again that they need to respond. So the presidency, the Senate talks say, well, they have responded to all that they they questioned them on. So they're moving on. Okay, so I'm moving on to other issues very quickly. Yeah, Dele Farotimi. So according to human rights lawyer and Dele Farotimi has stated that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and its immediate past chairman Mahmoud Yakubu say they sell the presidency to Bola Tinubu. In case you don't understand, say INEC and the chairman we just finished, Mahmoud Yakubu, say they sell the presidency to President Bola Tinubu. Now Farotimi talked this one for inside the interview program when BC did for social media. According to Farotimi, Tinubu did not win the 2023 election because Nigerians did not vote for him. He also asserted that the judiciary, INEC, and Tinubu himself know what he did. And he knows that they know that he did not win the election. Now, his words, I am thankful for the opportunity to explain it so that the idiots who have continued to assume that I have broken my word will be clear. I said it. If he won the presidency, I will leave Nigeria on exile. So let me be clear up. Let me clear that up. For him to have won, the people would have had a vote for him, or they would have had voted for him, but he didn't win. We didn't vote for him. He stole the presidency, Farotimi said. Now, Yakubu and INEC sold him the presidency, Farotimi said. The presidency is not an expression of the people's will. That is, the election, the fact that they give Tinubu a presidency, represent the will of the people. It's an expression of the debunking of INEC and the height of our judicial corruption. He did not win the presidency. If I had left, I would have been sanitizing and deodorizing his skunk. Okay. Remember, this one followed the one when he talks. If Tinubu win the election, he will leave the country. Now, if nothing else, I rise and fall by my words. And when I said that I will leave on exile if this man won, it was so that people would know that I do not believe Nigerians would be depraved. Depraved enough to be possessed of the idiocy, to vote somebody that came into power. They did not. Anybody who wants to delude themselves can continue to delude themselves. But Tinubu knows, INEC knows, the judiciary even knows. So do a lot of Nigerians that Tinubu did not win the presidency. He stole it. Now, people can't talk this one, can't say he stole it. How about one particular northern governor? We've been northern traditional ruler. When we don't talk, say, and when they go meet Tinubu that time for meeting, say Tinubu tell them, say, him buy the presidency with him money. So they no go tell him what he go do. He bought it with his money. So which one are we believing now? Is it the buying one or the Stephen one? Did he steal it or he bought it? Which one are we believing now? Based on all this controversy and theories where they go on up and down. Well, let's take a listen to Dele Farotimi say that himself, so that he no go talk in my mouth to hear him.
So many times that I'm thankful for the opportunity to perhaps explain it, so that the idiots who have continued to assume that I have broken my word would be clear. I said if he won the presidency, I'll leave Nigeria on exile. So let me clear that up. For him to have won, the people would have had to have voted for him. We didn't vote for him. He stole the presidency. Yakubu and INEC sold him the presidency. The presidency is not an expression of the people's will. It is an expression of the debauchery of INEC and the height of our judicial corruption. He did not win the presidency. If I had left, I would have been sanitizing and deodorizing a skunk. If nothing else, I rise and fall by my word. And when I said that I will live on exile if this man won, it was so that people will know that I do not believe Nigerians to be depraved enough to be possessed of the idiocy to vote somebody like him into power. And they did not. Anybody who prefers to delude themselves can continue to delude themselves, but Tinubu knows, INEC knows, the judiciary knows, and so do a lot of Nigerians, that Tinubu did not win the presidency. He stole it. So I'm not leaving because he did not win. It's that simple. That I'm still here is in rebuke of him. It actually cost me a lot more to stay here. It's not just the multiple level of danger that I face on a daily basis by remaining in Nigeria. Because if they will be planning my murder 3 years ago when they were not in power, one of his goons in Lagos State was the one sat at the head of the plot to kill me. They are the ones in power now. Ordinarily, I should run now. But I'm here. I am here because he did not win. He knows it. And every man and his dog in Lagos State knows it. He was beaten resoundingly in Lagos on the 25th of February. He couldn't even make 15% in Lagos. Segun Agbaje, the INEC commissioner in Lagos State, cannot produce the form EC8A for Lagos State up till today. I was the person who was charged by the Obi legal team to collect the election material from INEC. He could not, up until today, INEC in Lagos State cannot give us the form EC8A, which is the polling unit level result. Because they know he lost. He lost woefully. He was thoroughly rejected across the length and breadth of the state that he has held hostage. For 24 years, as at that time, he lost. So how much more the other parts of Nigeria? Let them continue fooling themselves. He has snatched it, grabbed it, but he can't run with it. And that's why we are all in the mess that we are in today. So yeah, if he had won, if Nigerians had been foolish enough to have voted for him, I would have left. It wouldn't be because of him. It would be out of protest that I could be stuck with such evil people who would have found the grace to vote for somebody like him. But as I have said, they did not vote for him. They rejected him. He has forced himself on us. And we can't do much about that. But I'm not going to legitimize his stealing by leaving. He didn't win.
Hey! Dele Faroti mi. Kilo de sa. Hey! Okay. Well, I don't hear him. My brother here says both bought and stole. People should be coming down now. Why people like this? Why now? Why? Why on a day like this? Okay, that interview was with Teju Babyface, by the way, comedian Teju Babyface. The deliverer to me had that interview with him, and at DNA he talked as in we do. So this video is courtesy of Teju Babyface. This is really, really, really mind-boggling. I don't have a word to say. Phone lines are open there. People can join in and start. I've already shared and pinned the post, the number to call. So a link to join the conversation, so you can join the conversation and have your say. Don't call me inside this conversation at all. So the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Joash Amokwito, don't warn against vote buying for inside the Anambra City election will go happen. I think this weekend. Yeah, maybe say it happen. Sorry, I'm losing touch of time. So you don't talk say any form of vote buying before, after, or during the election. Say in go take them very personal and very seriously. So make sure say they don't buy vote. Now remember, say Oga Absolute been done promise monetary reward for every word and every person will be say give them the highest votes. So that waiting make it be say Oga don't come account, because people can talk say wait. Declaring financial reward for people who give them more votes, not be vote buying and voter engagement be that. Excuse me, how else can you describe that? Is that not voter engagement or vote buying? So what are we saying? Well, the INEC chairman don't come out and talk, say anybody will try that one, you go see anyhow. All right. And then still talking about this. So a viral video of Primate Ayodele has stirred strong reactions online after he predicted that Abia State Governor Alex Otti could face a tough challenge from mascot Ozokalo in the 2027 general election. Mascot, not just Okalo younger brother, we won't contest. Declaring made the prediction in 23-second video shared on X by on Twitter by some Twitter users. Now he said in Abia State, if mascot Ozokalo contests the 2027 governorship election, it's going to be tough for Alex Otti to win. He added, if he knows this, if he knows his way, he can defeat Otti. That name is strong. Otti may not see it that way. Now, the comments have triggered widespread backlash from Nigerians on social media. Many of them dismiss the prophecy as politically motivated. A lot of people have said a lot of things. Now, if you remember, Benjamin Kanu, the number 3 person for inside the state, don't come out contact say Alex Oti. He admitted that Alex Oti was doing well in Abia State, but said that no matter how well Alex Oti they do, say him no go fit day as number 3 person, make it be in a Labour Party go win the election for his state governorship. Say him be number 4 person for inside the country, then Labour Party will come win. I mean, number 5 will be number waiting person who is in before the country. Say no go fit. So say Labour Party no go win. So it wasn't about whether Alex Oti is performing or not. No, it wasn't about that. And Alex Oti, we would get back to that conversation, but let me take this call. Good evening and welcome. Hello.
Hi, Precious.
Sir.
Hello, Precious.
Yes, please.
Okay. My name is Kessie and I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
Kessiana, you're welcome.
Thank you. I beg you, waiting Oga deliver to me talk now like.
Now me reacts.
I ask you now like.
Are you expecting an honest response?
Yes.
So if I answer you now, you go happy?
Yes, answer me now.
You go wait now.
If you answer me, every show when you put, I must be there from the very second to the last. I'm giving you my word.
No worry, not be this show they feed me. So no worry. If not for you to be here from second to the last, that promise no go reach. So if they disappear me, if I answer you, you go come on disappear me. You didn't whine me. I know answer you. I know answer you anything. I know they answer you. Go ahead, my brother.
Niger.
Sir. I hail you back. We hail you back. We hail.
Everything when they have on Niger, be like all those Godfather film when they had in the 80s. We they play our own for Nigeria. Nigerian has movie scripts.
At least you know they like Tales by Moonlight now. You know they like Tales by Moonlight.
When they write the scripts, when Nigeria are ready, we never ready for ourselves. Because a country as much as 230 million people, allegedly, they allow some people when not know their left from their right, they deceive us up and down. We are the most resilient people in the world. Everywhere we go, we are doing very well, but we cannot gather ourselves together at home. How much is the money they are using to bribe all these idiots? This what do they call them? This Larry or Lyinka and Co. How much is the money?
Bribe, K. He's working now. Oh, don't say that.
It's bribery. That's nonsense.
How is that bribery?
Calling out to be sorting people up and down. Don't worry. We arrange ourselves when we're ready for Nigeria, we come home.
When I go ever feel ready.
Because the money when they spend, the money when we remit every year from diaspora, they know they spend that kind of money. If we're ready, we go come house. We them know. Now all of us go university for homo.
As you say university, I want to say all of us go university for Chicago. At least now you want to talk.
No.
Okay.
We don't go. See, most of us do our bachelors for home.
Okay.
We can't come outside, can't do masters, do PhD.
Okay.
And we're thriving in all the jobs that we do.
I agree with you. Nigerians are very intelligent and they're doing well across the globe.
It doesn't make any sense. This next election, me don't worry. With the come house, we will see how this new INEC chairman and in cohorts won't rig election for Tinubu.
Mona shall they safe for? Look when I stay safe for.
They give us dates. We dey buy tickets. All of us they come house.
When I go fit, some go come now, some no go come.
Come house. I say we dey come. No worry.
Okay.
This election, we dey come. All of us go die for the line.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, bye. Thank you. If you want me to answer you, Abby, I did wait. All right, Nigerians, phone lines are still open, by the way. You can jump in on that conversation. But here's something Alex Uti also said, not related, but take a listen.
At the heart of our challenge is the dysfunctional leadership recruitment template that promotes chaos and mediocrity. The setbacks we have encountered in recent decades are the natural consequences of treating leadership development as a distant concern. We have ultimately become victims of a system that places scant regard on character, treats compassion as evidence of weakness, mistakes arrogance for competence, and promotes the noisy over the truly courageous. As someone who has sat on very important tables in her long career as a development professional and policymaker, Professor Ote appreciates the pains of missed opportunities, the misery of unrealized potential, and the frustrations of lost momentum. While it would be untrue to suggest that it has been all doom and gloom, one would expect that from the interactions that will take place today and lessons of the new book, we can do much better with the abundance of human and material resources that our country is blessed with. We live in a new era where wealth is tied to knowledge, and there is a lot of advantage for us in this regard. Our people are amongst the most brilliant, innovative, and enterprising individuals in very demanding fields of science, technology, and academia. The human gold mine that you find in Nigeria can effectively transform the social and economic experiences of present and future generations, and ultimately lead the African development renaissance. It does not speak well of our kind that most times the best of us finds the right environment to unleash their brilliance outside our shores. Our route to recovery could actually be found in creating an environment for all of us to thrive right here in our land. This we can do by rebuilding the system to reward excellence, offer equal opportunity to everyone, and create multiple spaces for individuals to live out the full expression of their talents. We may not all agree, but on the evidence of what we have seen in the last 65 years of independence, genuine social and economic development have their foundation in the human mind. Without creating spaces where the mind is nurtured and exposed.
Wow. Yeah, I just wanted us to, reflect on some of the things maybe say Alex Oti talk for inside this conversation. I did come back. I was just trying to lay a preamble to waiting Sanusi Lamido Sanusi to also talk. We don't the trend today, but let me take this call and we'll continue with that. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Hello, Precious. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Darlington from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's been a while. I relying on your program.
Welcome, my brother. It have changed.
I want to comment on this Prime Minister. What?
The prophecy.
Yeah, sorry, don't mind.
Are you from Abia State?
No, I'm from Imo State.
You get to from Abia State for you to understand whether Abia go vote for him or not, Nabi.
Yeah, but it's obvious. Now, even a blind man can see what Alex Oti is doing in Abia State. A blind can see, the deaf could hear it. I mean, it's obvious.
So you think that the brother of Justice Kanu will not, pull more weight than him?
Nah. As long as the election is not rigged, and if Alex Oti will allow something like that to happen when he's the incumbent government, that would be like disappointing, But if it's free and fair election, I think by 12 in the morning, I think Alex Oti would have been done. I mean, I believe he's the best performing governor in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I don't think what he has done I believe what he has done in 2 years, I don't think for 24 years the PDP was in Abia State precisely about what, like, there was nothing good to say when you talk about Abba, and Abia in general. But Alex Oti has basically changed the reputation of Abia State and Abba. Precisely how people see Abana is different. Abba is no more that dirty place, and he's even doing. From what I read the other day, he's the one not trying to even do the federal road that Tinubu and David Umahi are putting on suspension and refusing to do. But the person I really want to comment about is this planetary.
All right, go ahead.
That man is like what he does is prediction, not prophecy. Even myself, I can predict that it's going to be difficult because it's going to be difficult because APC is in the center, just like what happened in Edo State. Just like what happened in Edo State. That it's possible they will try to replicate that in other states. Because APC is doing anything they can to push Nigeria towards the one-party state. So,
but they've constantly denied that that's not possible.
Sorry?
They've constantly denied that it's not possible. It's not an agenda. But then, if everybody joins them, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's what they want. Because Tinubu wants in a situation where all the governors are from APC. And the things when all the governors are from APC, then they could use the incumbency of a governor in every state to try to secure the state for him. You understand? But I don't think it's possible. Nigeria can never be a one-party state. And even if Nigeria becomes a one-party state, then it will implode. You understand? The implosion will happen that, there will be like cat and rat, because you can't have 100, you can't have like 100 people fighting over a loaf of bread. You understand what I'm saying? Like 100 people fighting over a loaf of bread. I mean, they're gonna, I mean, it's gonna be disaster. That is culture. So that's like what that prophet, well, I don't call him a prophet. For me, he likes to predict. He's always neither here or there.
All right, thank you.
Understand? He likes to predict, and I don't think Alex Oti is going to allow that. But APC will try to see whatever they can do, try to manipulate their way. But I think Alex Oti he's aware of that, and I know he's going to be ready for that. Because, the Ojos of Carlo family, and they are like, I don't know if I should call them maybe Tinubu family of other state. But I believe Alex Oti is not going to allow that to happen. So that's Prime Minister he must take his this thing somewhere. He's not going to work in that state. I hope so. I just pray so.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. All right. Okay, so going back to that conversation, I'd like us to take a listen to this particular thing we see Sanusi talk.
Nigeria is a classless society. If you take the people you call leaders, go to the Senate, go to the House of Reps, you can go and pick 109 Nigerians at random without election. Put them in the Senate chambers, and the results may not be different from what you're getting now. Okay? Because the truth is, you have highly educated people in government, but they behave like illiterates. They forget their education behind. When you talk about praise singing, why would a man who is an educated man, an accomplished man, why would he be a praise singer to anyone? Why would he not be able to face his boss and say, Oga, we're not doing that, this is the truth? And why would a person in authority not have the confidence to listen to those around him and take criticism? Okay. So you've got people who are supposed to be the representatives of the values of society. By the time you become a governor, honestly, you should be beyond looking for money. You have been given an opportunity to take care of the lives of millions of people, to educate children, to save lives, to provide health care, to build infrastructure. All you are thinking of is a car, a house. I mean, are you that cheap? Or some bank account, and you see them, and at the end of the day they leave office. After a few years they die, and the children are fighting over the money. Then they get the money, and then they go on drugs, and everything is wasted. That money would have been better spent educating millions of young people and saving lives. So if we really want to fix this country, we need to have a class. The ruling class needs to have values beyond stomach infrastructure.
Heavy words there. Very, very serious words by His Royal Highness August Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Let me go back to my phone lines. Good evening and welcome.
Precious, this Charles.
Mr. Charles, good evening. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. You see what Wike is doing right now? Taking his children to Dubai for for conference that doesn't even relate to family affairs is very, very wrong. And it's copying what Tinubu has done by taking Sheyi outside. If you recollect very well, Ijagbon does the same thing to Hajj in Mecca. Yeah. He took the son to Hajj, a 13-year-old boy, and he drove him on a presidential craft to Saudi Arabia, which was very wrong. And he was even accused that this is one of the reasons they toppled him. So if we continue this kind of trend, what legacy or what kind of value are we adding to governance in Nigeria? It is only in Nigeria that we use public fund to make our lifestyle, private lifestyle, be so sweet and nice. Only in Nigeria. How can Wike does that and take what has his children got to contribute in that conference? What has Tinubu's children got to contribute in everywhere where he's going? Okay, let's say Tinubu own is maybe understandable, he's old, he's free, he's fragile. Maybe she is going there, maybe to change the pampers for the father. We know he's using pampers.
No, don't say that about the president, please, I beg you.
Okay, sorry. But that's what I'm just...
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we know, I mean, maybe she is going with the father, with Tinubu, to go and help him to do some other things. But Wike is still very strong. I don't know whether he has stroke. He don't have stroke. He don't have any ailment. So why is he taking the children there? The same thing Jagbon did. When he came back, he was toppled. You know, and for Abia State, you know, the Kanus are a curse to Abia. Look at Chojo Oji. Look at the Oji Kanu. Mascot Oji is not coming. For the past 24 years, these people have been running Abia. What have they achieved compared to what Oti has done in Abia State? Oti has done marvelously well in Abia State. So they can't match him. If I were Oti now, I must start training boys now, put them in strategic position to counteract all their wicked plans of rigging. Because what happened in those states might happen in Abia State. Don't be surprised. Mascot will go to Tinubu and beg him, and he will endorse him and say, no, if you want Abia, go, you will get it. But one thing for sure, I think Aba boys are not joking. They are not like Edo boys. There must be resistance against this nonsense. Look at what is happening in Cameroon right now. Paul Biya never won the election. And now they give it to him now. And look at all the cabinet of Cameroon. The list there is about 2 years. So what are we saying? Can't these old men leave this young generation and let them thrive? Enough is enough. We can't live life like this forever. You know? It's so pathetic. We see our continent in Africa being ruled by non-entities. And what Tinubu was saying was very clear and right. Tinubu never won that election. He bought it and he stole it. That's the factual thing.
How can you buy something and steal it at the same time? How possible is that? You buy and you steal.
You can buy it. When you buy, you steal.
I don't understand.
No, Precious is very, 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 very true. When I'm going to buy something now, I'm stealing it from the people. That's why I bought it. You can buy, you can exchange money to steal. And you buy. Money was exchanged. Now, invariably, you are stealing it and you are buying it with your money. And you expect someone to serve you after buying and stealing? It's not possible. It's not possible. So we're in a mess, Precious. Until we realize who we are as a country, as a people, we cannot move forward. And we need to take it by force. Violent, answered violent. The Bible says, since the time of John the Baptist, he said the kingdom of God suffered violence. He said only the violent will take it by force. You don't negotiate your freedom with your enemy or your oppressor. You don't negotiate it, you take it by force until we realize that these politicians doesn't mean well for us. We need to take it by force, then we take it by force. This gospel attitude you are playing, it won't work. All of us must stand and take our country back from there. If it means all diasporas should come back home and do the needful, come back. If it means your remittances that you are using it, then use it to sanitize your villages, you do it. Whatever you can, do it. And after voting, let your vote count. 2027 must be a game changer for Nigeria. We cannot live like this because we have wasted about 20 years of our life in this country with bad governance and bad leadership. It's so pathetic. Thank you, Precious.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Charles. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oops. Okay. All right. All right. So make a quickly run through the other headlines of the things and why I never talk. I don't know if I told you this earlier that bandits kidnapped Anglican priest, his wife in Kaduna community. Now, this one, as government don't come and talk, say no religious crisis, no religious genocide for inside Nigeria. He say US officials just they work on faulty data. Say data we didn't get no they correct. Now, so the Minister of Information talk, say the data. But people can talk, say the data we will serve the see for Nigeria most times, they carry say people will die. Christians dying the plenty for the number pass. So which one come with the right data? In Edo State kidnapping, gunmen released 2 victims after they paid 20 million naira. And people don't also complain, say for a while now, it be like saying security don't do worse for inside Edo State. And then bandits invade Kogi farmland, brutalize farmer, snatch motorcycles in fresh assault. That one served day ground. And it's part of what they happen for the country. But I was going to tell you this gist, that this is according to documents that the Borno State government has spent so far about 2.6 billion naira in the space of 9 months for the welfare of repentant Boko Haram members. Now, in review of the Borno State budget performance document for the 3rd quarter of 2025, it's shown that a total of 2.6 billion was spent on repentant Boko Haram members between January and September, representing 1st to 3rd quarter of the year. Make I just end them there. I don't want to talk too much past like that. But then, in counterparts for inside Ebonyi State also spend 1.8 billion naira. You know what's in it before? For thank you. Thanks for coming. You understand? So it was also that the Ebonyi State 3rd quarter 2025 budget performance document has shown that a sum of 8.1 billion. Oh, sorry, it wasn't even 1.8. 8.1 billion naira was highlighted. Yep, was highlighted as donations to official State House guests between January and September. So for everybody who visits there, January and September, then gets that amount of money. Now all of them don't collect 8.2 billion naira. Now waiting government earmark for budgets to give, not because the people did anything or they visited government house and they dashed them money. He didn't whine. All right, you hear that bandits have reportedly killed several worshippers during morning prayer in Katsina community. That one saved day. And the Nigerian risk becoming another Libya, Iraq over foreign propaganda. This according to the National Orientation Agency. Well, all this and more stories now in BCD. I'd like to take a break now. And thank everyone who's been part of the show. Phone lines are still open. I could take 1 or 2 more calls before. What did I just experience now? Okay, what did I just experience now? Okay, what's going on now? What happened to my camera? Okay, well, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. Thank you for your calls, your contribution, your reactions. You guys' name means a lot to me, right? I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully, I hope that I'm in a stable environment. Since I'm still on transit, Dr. Katch will be joining us tomorrow. Hopefully, he joins us tomorrow. I would communicate the time with you guys because my time is very unstable. I'll communicate the time to you guys. But tomorrow, Dr. Katch joins us, and hopefully by next tomorrow, I hope Prince Francis Chilaka will also be available to join us. At the meantime, thank you so much to everyone who's been part of the show. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always staying through. Thank you for always coming through for this platform. Thank you for always staying with us. Thank you for your comments, your reactions, and let's continue to speak for the. It says so precious, the fear. Are you serious? Because I don't have family, I shouldn't be fearing. I shouldn't fearing. Are you serious? I'm not supposed to be afraid of it. Will you stop that, brother? Just stop it. Are you kidding me? Oh, really? Because of you, make I go take one call. Hello, good evening and welcome. Oh dear, I think I lost that call. Excuse me. Are you serious? This is so precious in the fear too. Wow, wonderful. I don't have the right to be afraid, right? This is one of the funny messages I've ever read. Hello, good evening and welcome. Sir? They didn't whine me, oh, super. They didn't whine me. They said, so are they fear?
They whine you. In fact, I know Nigeria problem. All the whole thing where Dele Faro to me or whatever said, is it true of us?
I don't know.
You know Nigeria. You know Nigeria.
I'm not true. I don't know.
You don't know. I understand your winner because you have to be in the middle, so you don't have to be on the right or left.
I'm not there anywhere. I see. I am always a Buhari. I belong to everybody and for nobody.
I go there, say, I go there, say, I know one day front and I know one day back. I will be in the middle.
And the middle,
so when they say about turn, you are the front. When they say about turn, you go there back. Why best way they back go there front? You know, even the one where Emir talk says Sanusi, absolutely that is the real truth. Just go to market, whether Yaba market or Ibu market, just pick randomly 109 people. The same thing where they go, the same thing where those 109 people do, that is exactly the same. I mean, but because how can you be singing praises to your master? All of them. I have never seen this kind of thing in my entire life since I was growing up. I have never in my life. If I call military, I go say, make I no call military. If I call Abacha, I go say, make I no call Abacha. The thing where they pay me pass is that the man who claimed to be a Democrat, now they destroy the entire country just like that. A Democrat. And they say a Democrat. Where is the Democrat coming from? Not necessarily a Boju Democrat. It's unfortunate though. And I feel so sorry for Nigerians. I'm telling you, feel so absolutely so sorry. You know? Because me, bye. Nah, just like I was somebody called and said, even if it take us to come back and take our country back. Look at Cameroon. Cameroon, they're trying to take their country back.
Cameroon cannot do anything. France, they behind for Biya Gidigba. Should we bet?
Part of soldiers are joining them now.
Should we bet? Everything go die down. Fashida sin. Not be Africa. Everything go die down. Not get too much hope. Oh. If it happens,
what is happening?
Well, let's see now. Should be all of us they here. What could they see now?
It go happen. I'm telling you, it go because you know why? Some military are now considering to join the protesters there. And you know, so when part of military, nobody what happen. Don't be saying it happen for Madagascar. Shall we military jump before you know it? I mean, every day they make announcement. It's happening. It's a gradual process. If that thing lasts for 1 week, you go say the table go turn.
Now, they tell you now they no go let them last now. You know, the idea is not even to allow such protests to sustain. Once you sustain, more anger will be build. Africa,
I just hope so. I hope so. And if you remember what I said, this is the third time I'm going to say this again. Remember when I thought there is going to be, terrible situation in Nigeria. Is it coming now? Everybody is now wondering, one party state, what is happening? What everybody's complaining. But my dear sister, at the end of the day, both old mama, old papa, even the sick people, patients waiting for bed, where the hospital, where they sick, they will get up that day and jubilate. Go out. I know be prophet too, but I've said this is the third time now. People, let me let you go. Good night. Have a good day.
No wahala, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, super. Good night. Okay. I think I saw someone else at the back here. Make a look whether I go respond to Ran Shapali. Then we go continue. Let's see, so that I can attend to everybody who tried to reach us, and then we'll wrap up for the day. Good evening and welcome.
Hey, Madam Precious.
Sir, is that T.Y. Danjuma? I caught you. I caught you.
Good evening. Good morning. Good night.
Good. It doesn't matter. It is good. There's good inside.
How you doing?
I did very fine. Welcome, sir.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, so time don't go. Which one I go talk, sir? Now this cool matter I go talk,
Anyone where you want to talk?
I mean, Soludo. Okay, make I talk about the coup. So,
you know, say Soludo na your guy. I know now. I know now.
I just see one video when in the campaign for governorship, you know, where they talk say Anambra State had the most unemployment of any state in Nigeria at 13%. That's na Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. Now I ain't talk that one. So they quote them. The Anambra State had poverty rate decline under Peter Obi from 53% to 14.78%. Again, it's in MBS. And they talk about the lowest unemployment rate under Obi from 17%. You know, again, they quote down to 17%. So they quote that was when they look for vote from Anambra people. So when they watch that thing, I can't wonder thing. Why he can't begin attack Obi when he used Obi to campaign? To say that under Obi's leadership as governor, Abga governor, these are the milestones where when he cross, you know, these are the achievements when he do. When he can't go there now, he can't begin attack the trader. So, Koyemi, they wonder, say, what is Chalimamba for trying to achieve by attacking an ordinary trader?
Him na professor. This one ordinary trader.
So, what they and you know the contest, he doesn't want to be governor. So, what's his own? He don't pass that stage. How many years to be governor? He didn't try how many times he failed. He tried the first time Olule, tried the second time Olule. Before he can go join Abuja.
Another Buhari Olule, na full like that too.
So now, this is where you go use Obi to campaign. You know, they look for trouble. But I think since when he give him uppercut. Actually, he don't mellow down small. You know, he don't leave Obi alone. You know? So,
Say if you use Obi during this election period, it's going to affect them where people go use and vex for him.
But you see, the point is that you don't get credible position. Because you don't get credible opposition. Even the Labour Party person where they there. I think I just Obi was caught between and between because that's the only thing he can do. He can't campaign for ADC because I never pick ADC ticket. So, and then this person I put him there. I think the former chairman of Labour Party. I put him there. So you know, I see the problem when you get, but the way he's looking, I don't know.
So is it that the Labour Party, to you, do you think that the Labour Party candidate is not credible enough? I mean, or is not popular enough? Which of it?
It's not popular enough, and the campaign, you know, there's a power of incumbency. You can see Mwamba for a little bit jittery when they try to rig the election by saying, I go. By now, they're supposed to, maybe that because they get immunity. By now, they're supposed to write a letter, say if he make it withdraw that when you talk. Otherwise, they will disqualify him. Because INEC has the power to disqualify him. Because you are violating this thing. It's inducement now.
Yes,
and it's against the law.
Yes, it is.
You know? So, the man is supposed to be direct. And they look and say, well, I suppose if not true, say, he won't follow the law. He won't follow, like Tinubu say, I will follow the footsteps of my predecessor. If you don't want to follow the footsteps of his predecessor, he want to do something new. Then you should be you should call the man out, call his name and say, listen, this is the way you talk my inducement. You withdraw it, or you know, we have a hold on you. They can cancel his this thing and say make him step down. You know, and I shall say these people go like him. The people in Abuja go like him, they go say, well done. Because if you eliminate the major opposition,
now APC then they take them automatically.
You don't care, so they go tell us say, well done.
You know, you
but does it matter whose ox is God? Shouldn't the right thing be done, irrespective?
If you build a house and the foundation is faulty, there's no, you can build the thing cover, but when a big storm comes, or there's because the structural integrity is not there. So when you get a major storm or something, it will collapse. What you have in Nigeria, just like that, is the house whose foundation is questionable. And only fools now go live there comfortably, because you live there with one eye closed. Because you don't know anything can happen anytime. And that's what it is in our country. Sadly, that's what it is. So from the top to the bottom, you can look and say, yes, there's transparency in our electoral process. The laws are there, but there's no transparency. We know that whoever is there in Asoro didn't win. It's not rocket science. Because if you take the vote in River State and give the rightful owner and deduct whatever you gave to the other person when no win, you take the votes in Lagos State, which we know. If you add Atiku's votes and add that of Babati, reach 300,000. The two of them combined, reach 300,000. So they took about 300 or 400,000 votes from Obi. If you add it, it's almost 800, almost 900. So if you take that vote, take Rivers, Obi comes number one. And then Tinubu would have 11 states that he won, not 12. Because River State would then go to Obi would be 13 states that he has won. And then his votes, Tinubu's vote will come down, Obi's own will go up. Even just that one alone, you don't even need to go to Benue or go to Plateau or other places where they do Magomago, Akwa Ibom or whatever. You don't even need to do all that. So anybody where they fool himself, all this way they say we don't know the winner, Obi no win, they are lying. They're lying. Babacha Lawal, who is a APC person, say it's clear. Say Tinubu no win, Obi no win. So we know that. So it's unfortunate. So,
and you're sure that Babacha is not saying that because he's not happy with Tinubu anymore?
No, Babacha Lawal is not a politician. He's a farmer.
He's not a politician, okay?
No, not a politician.
What are you saying? Former SGF is not a politician.
If you contest election, you will lose. Because they don't want people like him in the system. Where they talk the truth. He said the truth. It's like late Baba Adebayo. If you contest election in today's Nigeria, if may so rest in peace, you're not going to win. Because the system doesn't like people when they tell the truth. That's why. But the people when you like, now people like you, people like Manhood. They don't like people like Musu. They don't like people like Awa. They don't like people like Oti, Professor Oti, Nnamdi. The system doesn't like them. Because those who benefit from that system go lose. So they want to hold strong. So they will never allow people like that. That's why you see Deputy Senate President, that one, where they say, say Oti is doing well, but you must remove him.
Not be Deputy Senate President, Speaker.
Deputy Speaker. Who does that? Where would you see a good thing? You say you want enterplane. Precious, as you fly so. As you
I not be winch. Talk am well, I not be winch.
Hold on, wait, no vex.
Okay, go ahead.
When I reach the airport and the person will fly on to where you they go. They say the pilot say they don't give him query before he has had an issue.
No worry, I go use leg. I go trek complete the journey.
You go to see now. I don't answer the question. Only my question I answer because I don't answer anybody.
No, I answer your question because you asked me about flying, and I know I'll be semi-wish right now.
So you go fly. When you using the key wing, you go fly, go reach where they go. Yes. So that is the situation. Nobody does that. You not go say tell driver where they learn. Whenever I be how to drive, so make it drive you go this thing. Something will happen. So we know all that. It's unfortunate. So we know say if this country, if you want to build Nigeria, the way you go take day good.
You must take your best. You don't go to play soccer. You take your third 11. You can win now. You don't go win. So make I live and there. You know, make I live and there. Thank you so much and enjoy your stay. And we're hoping to see.
There's nothing to enjoy. It's work. I came to work, and work is finishing my life here.
Not be pounds and dollar now you get.
I don't see pounds. I don't see dollar. I don't see any other one where you resemble them.
Charity work,
yeah, I'm coming to do the work of the Lord, my brother. How did you know?
Huh?
Now the work. I say now the work of the Lord that they do now. I don't answer you.
That one the money where they come now. No open doors now. Open the floodgates
Of heaven.
So precious.
Jay, come and be going. Thank you.
Dollars, pounds, flow, precious.
You see that I'm already catching. You see, I'm already catching the flu. So make a.
Precious. Your daughter.
This your singing voice, self. We need to probe them. I don't understand. I don't understand this your singing. We need to probe them.
So don't worry. Now you are sowing a seed that you will reap, and I'm glad. Don't worry.
No wahala. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty soon. Thank you so much. Good night. All right, Nigerians, good night. Thank you so much for being part of the show as usual. I mean, it's always a pleasure to have you guys. If you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for now. Follow us like a village for now. I beg you, I beg. Subscribe, like, share this post, and let it, get to as many people as possible. We'll see you again tomorrow, as I said, hopefully with Dr. Catch. Once I confirm the exact time I can go on tomorrow based on my itinerary, I'll let you know. But Dr. Catch is likely to join us. I'll try to communicate with him later today and find out when exactly we can go live. But in the meantime, thank you so much. Remember to protect your mental health, because he who worries about Nigerian problem and runs away lives to worry another day. So protect your mental health. Good night and good night.